Good morning, Floss Tube. It's Diane, the Hot Mess Princess, and I've missed you guys. Let's catch up for a little bit before we go through our regular Floss Tube schedule. And sorry, we're just gonna do this with this giant unicorn that I got at our Christmas gift exchange for work. So he's my emotional support unicorn. Anyway, let's talk about what I've been up to since my last FlossTube video, just for a minute. I've been traveling for fun and for work. I got to go to Westchester County, New York, which may not sound like anything to anyone, but when we were making our travel arrangements for work, I noticed that our hotel was in Tarrytown. And I'm all, what? Tarrytown? That sounds familiar, because I'm a big Sleepy Hollow fan. So yes, I was like 8 minutes away from Sleepy Hollow. It was pretty awesome. So anyway, we took a quick car trip over to see the Headless Horseman Monument, but that's all we could manage to do in the time that we had. So that was kind of disappointing, but I am going to be going back. So I do plan to go. I mean, Washington Irving is buried out there, and there's all kinds of cool Sleepy Hollow stuff. And I just really, really want to be able to explore the town a little bit more. So that was really fun. And that was in November. Yes. So that was super fun. And then I went to London with my cousin for, I think it was like 4 or 5 days we went. Traditionally, we plan to make this trip around the same time of year, just the two cousins. So we left Hot Mess hubby at home to watch over the fur persons and the Hot Mess household. And my cousin and I took off to London, and it was so fun. I do need to visit some other countries, though. I have friends that are starting to tease me now about that's all I ever do is use my work benefits to go to London. That's not quite true, but I think it does feel like that. So anyway, I'll tell you a little bit about my trip later in the video after all the Stitchy things. So I did that. I came home, and you know, I didn't get my even close to my protein intake every day that I was in London. I was just really bad and disorganized about it. So I came home with a weakened immune system and proceeded to catch some demon virus going around somewhere. So I was laid out sick for almost a week. I did do a little bit of work in the Stitchy room. Actually, I did a lot of work in the Stitchy room, and I will have a video to share with you guys later in my floss tube. You're going to be so proud of me. Let's see. I did manage to do a little bit of stitching, which was great because I still miss it. I've been stitching a little bit, but I still I just have that drive to pull a needle and thread through some fabric. And I know you guys all know what I mean, because especially for me, it's my therapy. It's what keeps me from gaining back the 120 plus pounds that I've lost. And I foresee a lot of stitching in my day today after I get my floss tube up. What else? I've been doing some reading, which was actually prompted by my trip to London, because I'm such a history geek in certain ways, not all history, but certain things. And something struck me. I visited, of course, I visited Hampton Court Palace when I was there. I always try to do that because honestly, it's my favorite palace. It's where Henry VIII was, you know, that was the height of the Tudor dynasty, and all that went on there. And plus the Royal School of Needlework, their offices and classrooms are there at Hampton Court Palace, and they have a shop, so I always love to go. But I visited this time with my cousin, and I visited with one of my friends who is British, and he turned to me at one point and he said, "So tell us about this room, Diane, because you're more British than I am." And it's true. I did know some interesting facts about the Great Hall at Hampton Court Palace, but it kind of got me feeling like I need to spend a little more time reconnecting with my own history, with American history. And honestly, I have tons of ancestors from England, so I guess that's my history too, but my own country's history I wanted to reconnect with. So I did some Googling and I bought this book, A People's History of the United States. And I've been reading that and it's fascinating. And I love this guy. I'm not a big reader. But when I do read, I read real books and I read them right before bed because I don't want that glowing tablet screen or my phone screen in my eyes because, hello, insomniac, right? So I buy real books. And anyway, I love how this guy he's really objective. Like he tells you all sides of the story and he tells you the complete side of both stories. So he tells you, for example, the horrible things that Columbus and the Spanish did when they were conquering the New World, right? But he also tells you the horrible things that the Indians did. Ultimately, he tells you, you know, the good and bad of both sides. Clearly, the Indians were the victims there, but I mean, he really. Sorry, I'm like getting all political, sort of. Just forget what I said. He gives you both sides. And I love that. I love it when they don't try to tell you their version of history. And he backs it up with a lot of facts and a lot of resources without making it all boring and seem really confusing and stuff. So I'm really enjoying this book. And, you know, I'm still in the very, very, very early days of when other people, Europeans and white people first came to North America. I'm still in that. I'm not, you know, not into the founding fathers or any of that. So, there's that. Isn't he so cute? He has a secret. I'll show you his secret later. So I've been reading. I've been doing some Cricut projects that I will share with you after all the Stitchy things. And I went to the movies all by myself last weekend. My husband does not share my love of period dramas or anything like that. And I really wanted to go see The Favorite. It looks hysterical in the previews. It looks amazing. I didn't know much about Queen Anne. And I don't get my history from movies. I always Google to find out whether or not the movie is historically accurate. If not, what's wrong about it. I don't let movies or TV or any of that decide, you know, just teach me about things without doing a little research. But even through all of that, I hated this movie. And I'm so disappointed that I hated it because it looks awesome in the previews. But literally, I will tell you, and please go see for yourself. Don't let me persuade you. But for me, I mean, every single funny thing they show in the previews. There isn't anything else that's funny that happens in the movie. And almost in the very beginning, I'm watching and one character is walking through the palace. And in the background, there's this dong, ding, dong. You can still hear a little of the demon virus in my voice, by the way. It sounded like, I thought, what the hell is that? What is that? And it was repetitive, you know, so it was obviously on purpose. And I thought, is that supposed to be construction work going on at the palace? Are they working on something at the palace? What's going on? Turns out that was the soundtrack for that scene and a couple other scenes. And it was so distracting and horrible. I'm just like, it took me out of the movie. And there were quite a few other things that just took me out of the movie. Like a dance scene to me had no... Like they were doing dance moves that were completely fake. And I'm not being a history snob here. I don't know what dance moves were popular during that time. But I mean, we're talking about... turn away for a minute if you don't want a spoiler. This isn't really a spoiler. But we're talking about people dancing like... you know, just stupid shit like that just would not be done back in that time. And there didn't seem to me to be any reason to get all campy in that one particular scene. It seemed a bit strange. So I don't understand all the praise that's going on about this movie. I really don't. I really, really hated it. I am really looking forward to seeing Mary, Queen of Scots, which just opened nationwide this weekend. I will probably be going to see that by myself as well, because hubby's not going to want to see it. And it looks really good. I do, like, one thing that caught my eye in the preview immediately was there's a scene where Mary, Queen of Scots, and Queen Elizabeth I are talking to each other. And that set off warning bells, because I know enough about their history to know these two ladies never met. They never met each other. So unless it's a dream sequence, I'm already calling shenanigans. But I hope the rest of it is good. Like the Kate Blanchett Elizabeth movies, Elizabeth the Golden Age and whatever the first one was, those were beautiful, well acted, amazing films. And they really jacked up the history in those movies. Not a lot about those. I mean, they removed very significant people from her life and you never saw them. And they put people in time periods or parts of things that they weren't there on. And I love the movies because I love the movies, but I know that they're not historically accurate. So anyway, I'm not ruling out the fact that I might really love Mary, Queen of Scots, but there's already a warning flag up because of that one scene where they meet in person, because it never happened. And why would you need to make it happen if it didn't really happen? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going on and on. I'll shut up now. While I have been doing the things I've been doing around the house, I have been on a Downton Abbey binge. So I'm rewatching again. I have another friend who does the same thing. So we always compare notes about where we are. And yeah, I'm right after very tumultuous season 3, the heartbreaking season 3, and into season 4 now. So it's been really fun. I'm excited that the movie is coming out next year. That's going to be incredible. So yeah, I've been doing that as well. And then Christmas time, if you celebrate, Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate, happy whatever you do celebrate. I'm just enjoying the house being decorated, which was a trial. I didn't decorate until I got back from London. So I had to whip everything up really fast. And I'm still actually putting some things up, but I'm going to continue to do that because I like everything to be really pretty and Christmassy on Christmas Day. So just remember, Christmas can also be a lonely time. So if you're watching this and you don't have anything to do on Christmas Day, or you know, you're feeling like you're lonely, just remember that you're part of our Stitchy family and you're not alone. You're with all of us, and we are all grateful to have you here on FlossTube and in the Stitch Mania group and in all the different Facebook needlework groups. And there's only one of you. There's only one of you. So just know that there are many of us who may not know you personally, but we're glad you're here and we want you to be part of our Stitchy tribe. So Merry Christmas and happy holidays. And for what it's worth, if you're worried about not having anyone to kiss at midnight, I never do, because my husband works and I'm an insomniac. So I usually am sleeping already, you know, thanks to Ambien. And I don't stay up to have anybody to kiss at midnight either, unless Rebel the kitten is trying to, you know, wake me up for food. So anyway, let's get on to the Stitchy stuff, the proper FlossTube things, and then all the updates that I will share with you after that. So here we go. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this guy, look how big he is. Isn't he cute? So I got him as part of the Christmas gift exchange at work with my team, which was really fun. There goes Rebel. Look how big she is. I'll have a Rebel update later too. So anyway, I got him as a gift exchange, and he's a pillow, but he also has a blanket inside him, which I thought was really cool. And then I got him home and I thought, ooh, where is he? Okay. See, there's like a Velcro. This is where it gets weird, okay? So if you're sensitive, maybe don't look at this part. This is where it gets really weird. You Velcro him open. That looks like part of the anatomy that, like, I can't reach in there and get the blanket. It's just kind of weird. I don't want to reach my hand in a unicorn's butt. I will eventually pull that blanket out. But it just makes me laugh every time I open it. I'm like, what? What? So anyway, hey Rebel, you're just out of camera range and everyone wants to see your cute little face. Nope. She's not going to have it. So, okay, the agenda for Floss Tube today is, oh, yeah, you get to see Rebel's butt. Ladies and gentlemen, Rebel's butt. Now she's going to climb the curtains. This is going to be fun. So, okay, so our agenda today, I have a shout out, works in progress. Yep, there she goes. Haul. I have an update on the EGA. Rebel. I have an update on EGA. As you know, I'm a member of the Embroiderers Guild of America, so I have some things to share about that. And I have a State of the Stitchy Room update that you're going to be so excited about. And then I'm going to tell you all about my latest trip to London and show you all the Cricut projects that I have made lately, and a tiny little weight loss update, really not much of one, and then a Rebel, the kitten update, who just went running out of the room. This is the time of the morning when she gets really cranked up, so it should be fun. So anyway, let's get started. Okay. I keep hearing Rebel out there going, okay, so a quick shout out to Prom Queen Stitcher. Thank you so much for giving me the motivation to do another Floss Tube video. Not that I was demotivated, but things have been a bit crazy, and of course it's the holidays right now, and Prom Queen Stitcher made a comment on my YouTube the other day saying, Diane, come back, we miss you. And I just so appreciated that, because I've been thinking about you guys and thinking, oh my God, I have to do another video. Oh my God, I have to do another video. And I want to do another video. And then I had the thought just the other day, oh, you know, nobody's even noticed I haven't done another video. And then Prom Queen Stitcher comes and says, Diane, we miss you. So perfect timing, and thank you so much. I need to catch up on my Floss Tube watching. I've lost track of how many alerts I've gotten from the channels I subscribe to, but my hubby is working on Christmas Day this year, so I will just curl up with some hot cocoa and watch all my Floss Tubes. That's my plan. So, okay, so works in progress. Let's talk about that. I've done a tiny bit of stitching. You probably can't even tell by looking at it, but on the Tudor Rose and Pomegranate project that I learned in class at the Embroiderers Guild of America's National Seminar in Louisville, Kentucky. When was that? September? October. I did it in October. Just a tiny little bit of stitching, and really this guy right here, this is Burden Stitch. I really suck at the camera, by the way, so I might put some stills up. But this guy right here is the Burden Stitch, and oh, sorry. Yeah, that's it. I absolutely hate the way it looks. I hate it. You should see the teacher's example. Of course, hers is perfectly beautiful, but her example is beautiful. A lot of the other people in class was beautiful. This kind of embroidery is really outside my comfort zone. I am a very, very seasoned cross stitcher, but all other forms of needlework are really kind of like, oh, okay. It's like, you know, really stepping out of your comfort zone, which I like to do. And I'm determined I'm going to finish this thing, regardless of whether I like the Burden Stitch or not. But at this point, I think I'm going to pull it out and redo it now that I understand what needs to be done and what it needs to look like. I think I want to pull it out and redo it, because this thing looks like it looks like a 5-year-old did it. Well, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to redo that. And then I shared last time that I'm taking a correspondence course with the Embroiderers Guild of America called Perfectly Counted Cross Stitches. And I'm not going to lie, the text this is the first correspondence course I've ever taken from anyone. And so there's a lot for me to be like, okay, I have to remember to do this, and I have to do that, and then I have to do this, and I have to do that. And so yeah, it's been just trying to get my mind around, okay, here's the first thing I need to do. Here's the second thing to do. Just having some quiet time to be able to do that. So I got a little off track and backed up. I should already be stitching my stitch samples for my stitch notebook that I'm supposed to create. It's a whole thing. And I have not done that yet, but I'm using this little Christmas break weekend to get caught up. So yesterday I did a lot of reading and a lot of list making about, okay, these are the things I need to do instead of flipping back and forth with pages and stuff. And now I'm on a roll. So I just need to go into my Stitchy Stash closet and pick which linen or even weave I want to stitch the sampler on. I have already decided what I'm going to change about the class project, because she wants you to either change hers or design your own completely. And I'm not where I can design my own completely. That's not even appealing to me. So I'm going to change a few bands of the one that she offers up. So that's what I'm going to do. So I need to chart that out and then pick my fabric and pick my colors, and I'm good to go. So hopefully by my next floss tube, I will have some more sharing to do about that. So then Christmas Lady, that's not her name. My Lady at Christmas, that's her name. She's so cute. This is a project by Little House Needleworks. And I don't have this little, see, it's a little frame. I don't have one yet, but you can go to Michael's or Joanne and find one. But I'm going to I only have one picture of my parents and me together, and I'm going to put that picture in there. I think it should be really cute. So I did a couple more stitches on this one sad little line that I have. That's it. I've got that in my Sunflowers project bag. So cute. So that's My Lady at Christmas. I have to have new hiding places for all of my stitching because there's a kitten in the house, right? So, and all of my needles go in a magnetic case with a cover. I used to keep my needle minders. Well, they are still, all my needle minders are on the side of this little metal cart over here that I keep my tools in. And I used to just let my needles go on the magnets, and I don't anymore, just in case she decides to hit things with her paw and knocks a needle loose, and then it's not worth it to me. So all my needles are going, getting locked up. So anyway, this is a bookmark. And actually, I was inspired to start this because of this book I'm reading on American history. And I needed a bookmark, and I hate folding the pages. That feels wrong to me. So, and I don't have I have a couple cardboard bookmarks, but really I want some stitchy bookmarks. So I bought this kit. Hold on. I'm really not organized today. There we go. Apologize. Probably last year on one of my trips to London, I bought this medieval garden bookmark kit. In the gift shop at Westminster Abbey, of all places. And they have quite a few cross-stitch kits. Whoa, hello. Can't get it together. So I love Westminster Abbey. It's so beautiful. So anyway, started that. We should be pretty it's a fairly quick stitch. And it's really soft. It's Aida, but it's so super soft. And I hate Aida, but I don't mind this stuff because it's nice. It's like normal fabric. So I'm working on that. And then State Fair of Texas project, I have not decided. I've been sort of avoiding it. And I need to knock that off because I don't have my framer anymore. He went out of business right after I picked up my project. That shop closed. So I don't have any framer who's patient enough to deal with me. I'm going to have to be done by like April. Shit. I might be screwed. So we'll see. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. The one I really want to do, that will not be done by April. There's no way. I'm about to go back into the, crazy busy season at work and stuff, and I don't see me getting that one done. So I've got to come to some decisions, and I haven't made any decisions yet. So, okay, so that's all my works in progress. And now we're going to talk about haul. Yay! I think I like haul the best. Haul is really fun. So, of course, I mentioned that I went to Hampton Court Palace on my last trip to London just a couple weeks ago. And, of course, I needed to go into the Royal School of Needlework shop because, hello. And honestly, I didn't expect them to have anything different because I was just there in September with the hubby. Remember, I made him sit outside on the bench, on the husband bench, but they did, and I had to get it. This thing is fabulous. It's black work, which cross stitchers, you'll know what I mean when I show you this. Here, it's the London skyline. Come on, focus. Okay, so black work to me always looked like it's just a bunch of back stitching. That's all that is. It's just a bunch of back stitching. That's super easy. Apparently it's not. Apparently black work has to look the same on the back as it does on the front, or it's not black work. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what one of my sisters at EGA told me, and I'm prepared to accept her word as the truth. So anyway, I thought that was just too cool not to have. So it's mine now. Mine. So there's that. And then this was really cool too. This was new there. It's what kind of, it's embroidery. It's in counted stitches, surface embroidery, and beadwork. Let me just take this ribbon off, up, or lower it down. There we go. And it's Queen Elizabeth II. Isn't that pretty? The crown's all beaded. And I just thought that's super pretty. Gotta have that. So that's my haul from the Royal School of Needlework shop. And I actually had a trip to Philly that was scheduled for actually this weekend. I was supposed to be there on Friday. A friend had a free hotel voucher, and I was going to use it. And I thought, awesome. And then I had so many things pop up that I needed to do, and I had to stay home. So that was a free trip I passed up. Makes me kind of sad, but I was going to go to Philadelphia to explore some American history, because every time I go to Philly, I don't have time. I'm always working, and I don't have time to really explore the city. And I have been to Independence Hall. I have seen the Liberty Bell. Benjamin Franklin's grave was right there, and I didn't have time to see it. And then, of course, there's Betsy Ross House. Hello, American Stitcher. Go girl. And the Museum of the American Revolution. I'm a member of the Daughters of the American Revolution. I really want to go see that. Haven't been able to go yet. So, and I'm really hoping that Betsy Ross House has some stitchy things in the gift shop. So anyway, haven't been there yet. And then Stitch Mania group, y'all are a bunch of enablers. Enablers? Somebody posted this the other day, and I had to have it. It's all in German, but look at that. How cute is that? It's adorable. It's so cute. Berries in winter, but it's all in German. So anyway, I had to get that. That's in my Stitchy stash for Christmas. Hey, all right. And yeah, that's all I have for haul. I really wanted to go to the Stitch Niche in Arlington today, or yesterday. But I am really crunchy on the budget right now. Really crunchy on the budget. So it didn't happen. It makes me sad. They were doing a little giveaway and stuff. I love that shop. But I could not go. Well, I could go, but I would have been sorry. So anyway, that's all my haul for right now. So let's move on to our next section. Okay, here we go. Oh, and look at what Rebel does to those curtains. That's just so tacky. It just looks like some trailer park kitten lives here instead of the uppity little minx that she is. And yeah, I'm not going to fix it. She's just going to come undo it. So anyway, next update we're going to talk about is the Embroiderers Guild of America. And this is just a quick update to let you know what has been going on since the last time I did a floss tube video. We had our chapter Christmas party, which is always so much fun. We went to the Cotton Patch Cafe and hung out together, and we did an ornament exchange and a wine exchange. You could volunteer to do either or none. It didn't matter. It was just about fun and hanging out together. As it so happened, I really wanted to do some punch needle ornaments. I had every intention, and it got all screwed up, so I didn't get to participate in the ornament exchange. But the ornaments that were brought and exchanged were beautiful. We always pass everything around so everybody can see what everybody's done, and they were beautiful and adorable and charming and rustic and glitzy and fabulous. There was just all manner of ornaments that were brought in and exchanged, and I'm always in awe of what my Stitchy sisters in my chapter create. It was fun to see. And then I did the easy thing and went and bought a bottle of wine, and I participated in the wine exchange, even though I don't know anything about wine. I feel like I should, because I'm technically a grown-up, but I don't know anything about wine. All I know is every time I try wine, it tastes like grapes and gasoline mixed together. I'm sorry, wine enthusiasts. I keep trying. I'm not giving up, but I'm really kind of a liqueur kind of person. Like rum chata is awesome. Okay. If you guys haven't tried rum chata, go get some right now. Just stop my video and go to the liquor store. Unless you're in Texas like me, we can't buy it on Sundays. So anyway, yeah. So I got a lovely bottle of Chardonnay that hubby and I are going to try at Christmas. And I bought, I don't even know, I think it was a Pinot Noir. Whatever, it was something red. And it had Benjamin Franklin on the label. I chose it by price and Benjamin Franklin. That's how I choose wine. It was a cool looking label, and it was, $20. So it wasn't cheap wine. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. So anyway, that was fun. It was fun to see everyone. Also got a very exciting email last week. As you know, I went to my first Embroiderers Guild of America seminar in October in Louisville, Kentucky, and I had a blast, right? And wasn't aware that when you go in this one room, they would have all of the stitched examples of the classes for next year's national seminar. And so I walked in and I thought, oh, okay, and I just went from table to table going, oh my God, I want to learn how to do that. And I want to learn how to do that. And I want to learn how to do that. And they hooked me. They got me so bad. So I signed up for early registration, which was, $100 down to do early registration. And so then when you do that, you get to go through and you pick what classes you want to do. But because there's so many stitchers in the national organization of the Embroiderers Guild of America, there's tons of us. We're everywhere, and we want you too. So it's like do you hear that? That's Dyson protecting us from probably neighbors going on a lovely morning walk. That's my boy keeping us safe. So anyway, yeah, it's there's so many stitchers signing up for national seminar that the way that they do it is they ask you for your top 3 class choices, and then they ask you for your next 3 class choices, and then they ask you for your next 3 class choices. Oh, I hear hubby in the bathroom. I won't say any more than that. Anyway, so you can repeat classes in each of those lists if you want to, but, they encourage you to kind of, spread it out. So anyway, I got my notification of which classes that I got, and I'm very happy with all of them. I will share pictures of those with you right here. Okay, so those are the classes I'm going to learn in September in St. Louis. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a week of my vacation already gone because I can't help it. What else? Oh, we every once in a while we have what's called a Stitch Away event for the EGA, and my chapter goes away to a hotel. It's about an hour away from here. Goes away to a hotel. We stitch all day in like a big, like a banquet room. Stitch all day together. And then we go out to dinner in little groups or whatever. And then spend the night, get up, have breakfast the next morning, go back and stitch again. So I didn't really care for the hotel last time because I travel a lot and I'm kind of a hotel snob. So this year I'm going, but I'm just going to go stitch for the day, come home and sleep in my own bed, and then go back and stitch. Well, that was my plan. I'm sorry. That was my plan. So I paid my $25 fee because whether you spend the night or not, we still have to pay for that big banquet room, which is fine. That's a great deal for 2 days, a whole weekend full of stitching. That's great. But I'm not going to be able to go. Oops. Because hubby planned our first vacation during that time. So I won't be here. So that sucks. I won't be able to do that. And then just if you're interested in the Embroiderers Guild of America, if you want to know what it's like to be a member, or if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, if you would like to come to a meeting as my guest, feel free. I'll tell you where to meet me. We can go together. It's so much fun. The Fort Worth chapter is just a bunch of awesome ladies, and I dearly love being a member. It's been so much fun. So that's my EGA update. So now we're moving on to the one of the big mamas of this floss tube. We're moving on to the state of the Stitchy room. So maybe go grab a cup of coffee or whatever, because y'all are going to love this and you're going to be so proud of me. Maybe get some tissues because you're probably going to cry. Just warning you, you're going to cry. Okay, you ready? Here is the video, the before and the after of the state of the Stitchy room. Enjoy. Okay. Yay. It's really wonderful to be in here and, have a place for everything. And I think next floss tube, I'll give you guys a tour of the Stitchy closet, which I have bragged about in a couple of floss tube videos. So I'll give you guys a tour of my stash closet because it's pretty awesome. So anyway, I hope you are as proud of me as I am, because that was a lot of work. So let's talk about my trip to London really quick. If you're curious, I'm going to share a bunch of pictures here. So, my cousin and I, the last time we were in London last year, we did all of the touristy things. We did Westminster Abbey and Windsor Palace and, Windsor Castle, sorry. all of that stuff. So this time we just wanted to explore neighborhoods and pick up a few things. I had some things on my list. So the first thing we did was we went to Notting Hill. I'd never been to Notting Hill before. The neighborhood is absolutely charming. I think we went on a Monday. Yeah, we went on a Monday. So the Portobello Road market that you see in the movie, you know, that was not very big, which is fine. We weren't like looking to be in crowds and stuff. So anyway, it was kind of raining that day, and so we ducked into this like coffee shop / bakery, and I had the best coffee I've ever had in England. Because honestly, I find their coffee to be a little bit weak. This was so good. Oh my God, it was fabulous. I could have sat in there all day. It was great. And the almond croissants in London are just always awesome. So found some great coffee. We actually went into the Notting Hill bookshop that was the inspiration for the movie, which was really cool. And I don't have it here with me, but I bought a beautiful copy of Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility. I love that story so much. And they had this kind of artsy, like really heavy, good quality paper, gold edged, you know what I'm talking about, right? And the cover was beautiful. And it was, you know, 30 pounds. But I thought, you know, what better thing to buy in a bookshop, in the Notting Hill bookshop, than something so completely English and one of my favorite stories. And it's a very beautiful, nice copy. So I'm also rereading that, but just kind of as I go. Not really, you know, it's not as gripping to me, of course, as this history book about America, because I know how Sense and Sensibility ends. So anyway, we did that, and then of course it was very rainy. So we're done with Notting Hill, and we make our way to the tube station. And as I swipe my Oyster card, which is how you pay for travel in public transport. Oh, there he goes again. Dyson, keeping us safe from squirrels. So I swipe my Oyster card. I go to step into the turns. We call it a turnstile in America, but in the tube there are gates like paddles that open and let you through. I go to step in, and I slipped because it's like a diamond plate kind of flooring in the tube, in the gates where you pay, and one foot just slid out in front of me, and I did the half splits in the gate. Like, I didn't move through it, I landed in it. And so I did the half splits, front leg out in front of me, back leg bent behind me, firmly wedged into the tube gate, dropped all my stuff, and I'm like, oh my God. And I landed all my weight on my right knee. It still hurts. And this was 2 weeks ago. So embarrassing, so effing embarrassing. And the worst thing is, my legs were wedged in such a way that I couldn't bend my front leg, and my back leg was bent up behind me, and I couldn't get out. I couldn't reach up to pull myself out. And so God bless these two London men who ran forward to help me. And my cousin bent over to try to get me because she was behind me, and the gates are closing on my head, going bonk, bonk. And I'm like, oh my God, it was so embarrassing. So embarrassing. I am beyond grateful that I will never have to see those nice men again, because I'm sure they thought I was just a basket case. But I reached out for both their hands. I said, I need both of you, because they're trying to be all, oh, here, I'll help you, you know. And I'm like, I've got too much butt. I need both of you. And they literally dragged me out of the turnstile. That's how they had to get me out. Thank God for them. I got up, and they gave me what was left of my pride. They said, you're very welcome. And they walked away. And I'm standing there with my cousin, and I'm thinking, I hope they both win the lottery and have a million things wonderful happen to them today and get everything they want for Christmas. But I'm so glad I don't have to see those guys again. It was so embarrassing. So anyway, that was my humiliation for the time. We both did a lot of falling. My cousin fell over on the tube. It's just like, it was nuts. So we walked over to Buckingham Palace. Not because, you know, it's not open or anything. It was actually getting pretty dark because it gets dark around 4 o'clock there in the winter. And but I wanted this particular teacup. And I knew I could get it at the Buckingham Palace gift shop, which is just over on the side. So we walked over, we did a little video for my mom. It was her birthday, her 92nd birthday. So we did a video for my mom out in front of the palace. And then we walked over to the gift shop, which was beautifully decorated for Christmas. So pretty. And I got my teacup that I had been wanting. So I have it here to show you what's special about this teacup. First of all, here, this is what it looks like. So pretty. So it's like blue and orange and gold. And I'm just going to take this off here for a minute. So the first thing I love is, of course, the unicorn. But see this gold edging right here? I'll try to put a picture in because there's no way my camera is going to feature in here. Prince Charles turned 70 years old on November 14th, and that happens to be my birthday as well. So I grew up knowing I was born on Prince Charles' birthday. So, okay, I'm trying to read this here. Okay, so Queen Elizabeth commissioned this teacup, and it says on the gold ring here, to celebrate, to celebrate the 70th birthday of His Royal Highness, Prince Charles, Prince of Wales, 14th November 2018. So I have a teacup with my birthday on it. It's not about Prince Charles. Sorry. Sorry, Charlie. Not about you. So anyway, that is added to my teacup collection. Yay! And then we walked over after we did a lot of shopping there. I got a bunch of other stuff too. In fact, oh no, that's not. Okay, no. Oh, I forgot to share this with you guys. In the Notting Hill bookshop, I got a new project bag. How cute is that? I'm really kind of addicted to all these bags. So, and then I got this one too. So cute. So anyway, there's that in the Notting Hill thing. And then we went to Fortnum and Mason, which I've talked about before. I know they supply the palace with the Queen's tea, and they're like a high-end, kind of a Harrods kind of a place, but I actually like Fortnum and Mason a lot better. So Fortnum and Mason, what did I get? Oh, I got it's put away, so I can't show you a silver tea strainer that I just absolutely loved. But, I love their biscuits, right? Which to us Americans call them cookies. The Brits call them biscuits. These are just so cool. Violet biscuits and rose biscuits. And these tins are huge. And they do taste like flowers. They taste like they're shortbread with violet in them and shortbread with rose in them. But they're interesting and different. And I always buy something strange when I'm there. And I'm going to send these tins to my cousin, the artist, to keep her paintbrushes in them. So yay, I recycled. Okay, so there's that. So what else? Fortnum and Mason. Oh, and we went to Regent Street to see the Christmas lights, which was really, really pretty. And they have a Pandora charm store in Oxford Circus. So I went in there and I bought myself a new charm for my Pandora bracelet, which I am not wearing. So I'll share that another time. And we went to Covent Garden. That's another neighborhood that we explored. Covent Garden and Seven Dials. And are you guys ready to see the handbag I bought? Who's ready? Everywhere I go, people go, oh my God, let me look at that bag. It's really cute. It's a biscuit shop. See the biscuit shop? And this is all, look, that's little ribbon and stitchy things. And then, how cute is that? And then here's the back. Typical red kitty, right? And then look at the lining. The lining is so cute. It's all London icons. So, anyway. That was, my cousin bought me that bag to thank her for taking her with me. So anyway, so much fun in London. Yes, I'm going to go to another country. I promise. So, okay, what are we moving on to here? We're going to move on to a Cricut update, but I have to pause really quick, so hang on just a sec. Okay, are we ready for our Cricut update? Oh wait, I suck. Okay, I really do suck. Forgot to show you 2 more project bags that I got in London. One from Fortnum and Mason, and a Royal Christmas. I got that at Buckingham Palace. So now I'm done with the project bags. It's crazy. I'm too crazy. So, okay, so now we're going to talk about a Cricut update. So you guys saw last time I shared with you the plant that I didn't make the plant, right? It's a little fake succulent plant with a stone pot, and I made a Cricut decal for it because it sits on my toilet tank in my guest bathroom. It says, "Have a nice poop," because it just makes me laugh, and I guess I'm a 9-year-old in my head. So that just makes me laugh. So I've seen some other Pinterest projects, and I will share with you now. When you go in our guest bathroom, I'm gonna have to share a picture with you because I didn't take it out of the bathroom. When you go in our guest bathroom, if you're sitting there, when you turn and you're ready for some toilet paper, this is what you're gonna see. Okay, so there's that. And then I also have a friend at work who, her grandson was born 3 months premature, and he just got out of the NICU. What is that? I don't know what a NICU is. It's NICU. But it's the hospital ward where they keep the preemies, and they care for them and make sure that they're going to be okay and give them all the testing and all the attention that they need. And so these sweet parents, first-time parents, naughty dog. Dyson! Dyson! No! These sweet first-time parents had been waiting to bring their baby home, and he got out. So I made this onesie for my friend's new grandbaby. Okay, so then another friend at work, she was on temporary assignment with us in our department, and it was going back to her regular job. And so she loves like black and white, intricately patterned things and stuff. And so I made this reverse canvas for her. This is my first reverse canvas I've ever made. So I made this for our colleague Deborah. Okay, my favorite thing that I made, and if you're sensitive about your humor, maybe don't watch this part. I made this, and it's a travel cup. I don't drink hot coffee. I drink iced coffee. So I didn't ever intend to do this for me. It just made me laugh so much. I thought it was adorable. And one friend at work was the first person I thought of when it came to this, and my best friend also. So cute little kitty. I mean, I got the mugs at Dollar Tree, right? So this is just a plastic thing from Dollar Tree. So I put this kitty on there, right? Isn't he cute? He just looks so sweet. He's blurry. I suck at this. But here comes the sensitive part. You pull the sleeve down. Kitty's got attitude. So anyway, it just makes me laugh. I'm sorry if you think that's bad. But it makes me laugh. And the other day I was at Dollar Tree and they had more of these cups, and it felt wrong not to buy them. So now I have like 4 of these, and I'm going to give one to my best friend. But yeah, I have a bunch of these. It just makes me laugh. I'm sorry. So those are my Cricut projects. Oh my gosh. This boy. And I bought a ton of those cheap artist canvases that you see in craft stores because that's how you make a reverse canvas. And I have a ton of different projects that I want to do. So I'm learning right now. I'm reading about how to do them, and I need to make a stop at Joann's to get some spray adhesive. But yeah, should be really fun. I'm looking forward to doing that. So I might have some updates for you later about that. And then just a quick weight loss update because I talked about it on other videos. I don't have anything to share right now. My schedule's been all over the place, hence the reason I have not been done a floss tube for weeks and weeks. And of course it's the holidays. So I'm enjoying a few more treats than I normally would. I'm not like before though. So, and to give you an example, every year my mother-in-law goes nuts on the Swiss Colony website for some reason. She sends my husband a fruitcake because he likes those things. I don't get it. And she sends me a box of 24 coconut petit fours. I love petit fours, the tiny little cakes, and that, you know, I think they're adorable. They go well with tea and coffee and water. Doesn't matter. But before, I probably would sit and eat that box of 24 all in one sitting. And as of right now, we got the box a week ago. I've eaten 3. So I'm enjoying a couple treats here and there. And somebody gave my husband a box of chocolate truffles. And, you know, I've had a piece or 2 here or there. And it's the holidays. I'm not really going to worry about it. The scale has stayed the same. My pants fit the same. I'm really not going to work on future weight loss until after the holidays, or actually after Christmas, because I don't really go crazy at New Year's, so it's fine. So I don't really have much to share about that. Rebel update. This is my final update on the floss tube video, and then you guys are done with me for a little bit. She is super healthy and super crazy. She had her last booster shot Friday, and she weighs 5 pounds. She's getting to be such a big girl. She loves to chase and hunt things. She is madly in love with both of her dogs, but especially with Dyson, our Saint Berdoodle. Our Saint Bernard is, she's an old lady. She's crabby. She just wants a nap, right? But Dyson, our Saint Berdoodle, he loves her. She loves him. They snuggle. They play. It's adorable. So she also thinks she's a badass, and she is pretty much a badass. I put the Christmas tree up right after I got back from London, and I waited, and I thought, oh my God, this is going to be terrible. Because you know what? She's 5 months old. Nothing. She ignored it. And I thought, oh my God, this is amazing. So I start bragging on Facebook, you know, look at this. She's just sleeping. She's so awesome. And all my friends kept going, yeah, you just wait. She's luring you into false security. Just wait, just wait. And I kept going, I think you guys are full of crap. She's not going to do it. It was up probably about a week. And she locked onto this unicorn ornament, and it was like a wool plush, you know, had a like wire inside of it to keep its legs, you know, where they needed to be and stuff, but it was a unicorn. And I caught her a couple of times and I told her no. So then one night I'm sitting on the couch and she's in play mode. So she's racing from one side of the house to the other, back and forth. And I thought she had a sock in her mouth. But it was the unicorn. She got it. And by the time I got a hold of it, it looked like a mangled goat with a broken back leg. So I took it away immediately, and I went looking for the ornament hook. Because when we decorated the tree this year, we pinched and wrapped the ornament hooks around the tree so that if she did pull anything off, the hook wouldn't come with it. And it worked. The hook was on the tree where it belonged and not attached to the ornament. So I picked up the mangled unicorn corpse and I threw it in the drawer of our coffee table, and went to clean up the shredded unicorn fur that was all over the place so she wouldn't eat it. And I forgot about the unicorn ornament in the drawer. And the next day I came home from work and I walk into the guest room, and the light was off. So I could see there was something on the floor, and I thought, oh, what is that, a bug? And I turn on the light and it's the mangled unicorn corpse now with its head completely removed and shredded into fluff. She's so small still that she can get underneath our coffee table, crawl into the drawer, and she knew that damn unicorn corpse was in there, and she pulled it out so she could murder it again. So she really hated that unicorn. So now the unicorn is dismembered completely and has gone out with the trash, and she can't get it again. And yeah, she's absolutely crazy, and I love her dearly, and she's the most wonderful kitty, but she is a vicious, vicious unicorn killer. So that's my floss tube update for now. Oh, I forgot this. I forgot to show you guys this. This is my advent calendar from Fortnum & Mason. And it looks like they're building. How cute is it? I know it looks like all the doors are open, but we're almost to Christmas, so there's only a couple that are. But it's so nice to have one piece of chocolate at the end of the day, isn't it? I love advent calendars because it's just enough. It's not like a whole candy bar or anything. So anyway, that's my update for now. Thank you for listening to my rambling again. And looking forward to catching up on all of your floss tube videos on Christmas Day. That's how I'm going to spend my holiday. Probably with some tea in my new teacup and some rose or violet biscuits or something else. And I'm just, yep, having a good time. Happy to be on the mend. I know my voice still sounds a little bit funky, but if you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll leave all the links to everything that I talked to in the comments as well. And yeah, just let me know if you have any questions or anything. And can't wait to see your comments and see your floss tube videos and stuff. And it's good to be back. So anyway, happy Christmas if you celebrate, and just remember to be nice humans. Okay, bye.